What's up, Foos family? Welcome back. This is awesome. I didn't think we'd ever get to this point in Foosball. I've been saying how, with 3D printing, all these companies are popping up with really cool features, but there's basically a Foosball robot. Bottom line, it's a Foosball robot. It's not gonna play against you. That's not true, it plays against you. It's not going to score on you. It's really designed as a defense and learning tool, but it's awesome. I'm really excited about this, guys. You're going to see after this video posts, there's going to be a full install and unboxing video that goes over everything. This video is just gonna give you a quick review of how much I think it's awesome. What we're talking about today is the Foosfit, guys, Foosfit.com. I'm gonna go over some of the basics with you and how this functions, how crazy it really is. I can play against myself, which is like the coolest thing imaginable to me. I can actually put in my own defense, go around to the other side of the table and shoot on a defense that I make up or I feel uncomfortable against. This is crazy, guys. This is a game-changing thing for Foosball. If you don't have one, this is gonna probably be my strongest endorsement of any product on my website or on my YouTube channel yet. Why is that? Because this will, not might, this will make you better. If you get this and you work against it and you're committed to it, it will make you better. The base concept of this item, though, is to progress in Foosball. It is a training tool. It is designed to have training aspects within the application itself. And that's just the minimal layer of how this thing works. But the advanced side, the pro level thought process of this thing on the other side of this coin is it's gonna even help me. I'm excited. I can't tell you how pumped I am. This thing has applications for you to shoot on from goalie. You can set up full zones. You can set up passing on the 5-bar. You can set up shooting on the 3-rod. This covers everything, guys. I'm gonna jump on the table here with you guys and show you a couple of aspects, keep it real simple, and then we're gonna give you the full rundown on what I really think about this bad boy. But for right now, it's pretty incredible, guys. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the Foosfit. The Foosfit, which is this bad boy right here. So you're gonna see this box, this is the motor that controls it. This string is going to move the rod back and forth, okay? And this is going to control the rod so you can practice against it. That is crazy. There's a control box over here that you can see it. Right now I'm setting this up on the 5-bar because I just want to show you how important this can be and how often I hear, well, I can't work on my 5-bar because I don't have anybody to pass against. That's a person to practice against all the time and work on your 5-bar. Now check this out. All right, so in the app, all right, and right now I want to be clear, it's only designed for Android and PC. There's a beta Wii. I have nothing to do with this, but I'm gonna say Wii because it's cool as hell. There is a beta right now sort of thing where they're trying to figure out how to get it to work for Apple iPhone. So yeah, pretty cool. The very first thing you guys do is you go to the Foosflow website and you're gonna see this really cool thing pop up, okay? This is gonna show you all the rods on your table. In this case, we're gonna talk about the 5-bar. We're gonna click on the 5-bar right there. It's already pulling up the box. So that is the box that we're gonna connect it to. It is connected, and I'm doing this in reverse, guys. That's how easy this is, okay? So then we're gonna click on, we're gonna actually run a quick calibrate in the top. Okay, well, let me show you that again, guys. Just so you guys are aware, we hit calibrate, and it checks itself right there, okay? It's making sure that it's all set. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna click on the icon. We're into training here. We're gonna click enter. And what are we gonna work on? We're gonna work on our 5-row. Here we go, stick pass lessons. We're in there now, all right. But we've got near wall, all sorts of good stuff here. We're gonna jump into the intermediate level. All right, so we're going to do a near wall stick pass. This is really going to be for any type of passing series, just so you guys are aware. We're gonna load the defense. It's loaded. We're gonna go back and hit play. There we go. All right, now that I've got a defense to work against, it's obviously just a little bobbing D, but it's gonna allow me to work on timing. So we're gonna switch from that very quick moving defense to more of like a timing bob type of defense where a hole will open up. And this is a really, really great practice, guys. Look at how long it forces me, and I even get blocked as it moves back so quick, but look at how fast it opens and closes those holes to some degree. It forces you to time that opening. This is game breaking and game changing to me. I really think that this is phenomenal. I think this type of passing is really big if you have a brush pass, or if you're gonna do like a static stick series and you're trying to time when somebody pops open. Oh, guys, this is truly the greatest thing, like for practice purposes. I even tried to time that one there and got rejected. So you'll see it even makes little noises where it like kind of tries to fake you out. It's really, really cool. And here I actually switch from where it's jumping off the wall to where it's jumping into the lane, or jumping out of the lane, I should say. So now it's staying in the lane, and now I'm forced to try and pass when it jumps off. See that? That is so cool. Like, for being able to practice stuff like this, guys, even though I'm dropping some here because this is kind of new for me in this aspect, this is such a great practice tool, guys. I cannot express how important something like this is for those of you that don't have something at home. It's just crazy to me. All right, guys, I want to run you through some quick bases here inside the app. So when you get in, the first thing you're going to want to do is configure these and get these connected. These Bluetooth adapters coincide directly with what rod they're going to be hooked up to. You just make sure that the numbers are the same. We're gonna link these up, and then we're gonna go and calibrate. It's gonna run its quick calibration, make sure that it's touching the walls and everything, and then we're going to configure. This is where you're gonna find the 3 modes, guys. This is real, real light stuff I'm gonna go over, but these 3 modes have 3 different variants. So manual is like if you just wanna kind of go out and just do something right away. Practice is if you want to go in and take a lesson, you can come in here and select what kind of lessons you want to use and even go and play back one of those lessons. And then there is the playback mode. Playback mode is really cool, guys, because you can record your own defenses. You can even go into the options tab and play against one of these top players, guys, and pull one of their defenses and actually try and shoot on it. It's a really, really cool app. It looks kind of like there's a lot going on here, right? There's a ton of stuff, a lot of information. But once you understand the kind of basics of the interface, guys, it's really simple to use. Like the manual mode is pretty much just, hey, I just want to run a defense. Now, if that one's a little too slow for me, I can come down here. I can speed this bad boy way up. Up here, please. Ooh. There we go. A little slow. And then it'll speed that defense up for you a little bit. Really cool stuff, guys. I think the manual mode a lot of people are going to use. I think the practice mode is like really hardcore, great. But the playback is going to be the most difficult for you guys, just because there's a couple more steps involved. In playback, you're always going to want to make sure you run a BP test or PB test. It's going to reset the guys. This way, it just knows that it's pulling in the right defense for you. So if I go into options here and say I just want to grab just any of these, we'll do the Mares one here and grab like a goalie defense. Let's load the attempts on that one. Did I get it? All right, cancel. Nope, I don't want to reload. That will make you go back to the beginning, guys. Don't do that. Then we can go into Here we go. And here's all those defensive maneuvers. So this is an offensive player, which is Tony here. We can hit play. It's gonna set and then go with the defense. And that's the defense that was used in that match. How cool is that? It only lasted 4 seconds before somebody scored or shot. And then it does do repeat. It does repeat the same defense. So really cool, guys. I think these are all great ones to kind of go through. I will say, you know, obviously go through the app, use it to its best, and you're gonna learn a lot from it. So, but if you're just looking to just jump right in, the manual mode is probably gonna be the easiest. Hop right in there, you get yourself a defense going right away. And you can just immediately start playing around with this thing. Boy, this thing's cool. And now I'm just gonna run against one of those defenses, guys. I picked one from the list, and I'm just gonna start kind of going through some of the shots. I sped some of this up for you guys because I get blocked sometimes and all sorts of great stuff. But as you can see, even when I did hit the guys, it just kind of came back to me. It was a perfect block. It doesn't throw off the machine at all, which is really, really cool. This defense is gonna just keep repeating itself, and I do start to kind of figure out this defense a little bit. And I should probably keep changing it, but you're gonna hear it kind of say set, you're gonna hear it kind of get ran through, and then it resets itself, which I think is really, really cool, guys. Like, it gives you kind of a starting position, you can kind of just keep running through that defense, keep working on different aspects of it. I mean, in the way that these guys move around for this specific defense, I really liked. I thought it was great for like a pull shooter to kind of deal with. As you can see, I'm getting bricked by a robot. But I really enjoy this. I think this is great for me, who only really gets to go out once a week and play it like a local. But and I think a lot of people are that way. They get a few minutes to practice at home, and they don't get to play all the time against other people. And this is a great way to get in that time, get in that, you know, just really good practice. Foosball doesn't come easy, guys, and something like this is going to allow for you to get a lot of reps on good moving and timing defenses that you wouldn't be able to get anywhere else unless you were playing against a lot of people. And sometimes it has to be good people to get a defense like this. So really highly, highly suggest this, and I love how this thing functions. That's so cool. So in the kit, you get this extra added value. You get 2 sets of these. So these are pretty cool. You just take this and you put it inside of here. And this is basically like adding some of those blockers that you've seen me review in the past. It just clips right in, and then this bad boy, maybe, if I can figure it out. There we go, it slips right into there. And now we have an even bigger blocker foot, guys. How cool is that? That can add a level of difficulty, and I can add 2 of them. So I can then grab another one, connect it, and put it here as well. So this is a very cool added value. I think that this is definitely something that's a little different, guys. Making that level of difficulty even higher, and you can really kind of get crazy with it and make sure that, you know, giving yourself some really hard shots to shoot at. Pretty neat. Wow, guys, this thing's crazy. So in the process of making this video, I realized I can't adequately cover everything that goes on in this product. Today in this, you're really only gonna see the 5 bar. If you get more of these, you can really expand upon how great this product really is. I've got 2 of them. I've used it on the 5 and the goalie area. And I think for the 5 bar, this thing is a must-have. Get one of them, get to work. You're going to get better at working on your 5 bar passing because of how this thing moves. You can even pre-program how it moves if you want to work on certain defenses. That is amazing to me. You can do the same thing in the goal area, and I really think that that's also beneficial. You can run through these manual, just set auto crazy defenses that are really, really going to help you learn to time and hit specific holes. You can pull up specific matches that are in the database that pro masters play defense on and I can use the defense that Todd LaFredo used against Ryan Moore. Like, I can shoot on that. That's awesome. That is something nothing else in this industry is gonna be able to provide for you. Period. No questions asked. As of right now, there's only one weakness to this whole thing, and I don't know that it's a weakness. It's, I think, a hurdle, and it's the UI. What do I mean by that? That's the user interface. For people that are not tech savvy like me, you might be intimidated. I'm not gonna say overwhelmed. I'm not gonna say it's even difficult, just intimidated. Because you kind of have to go through this and play around with a little bit. You're not gonna hurt anything, okay? You're not gonna hurt the settings. You're not gonna hurt anything within the physical product itself or the system. So you can go in and play around, guys. I want to say this, don't be intimidated by this product. It looks crazy complicated at paper, you know, it just skin deep, but it's not. This thing is super intuitive and it's awesome. And obviously, you know, you can reach out to the people that have made it and ask them for advice on certain things, ask them how things work. That's fine. The videos I'm going to make about this thing are going to help you with that as well. So, if you're interested in this, go to foosfit.com right now, order it. They are expensive, but they will help you with your game. Some things I want to touch on, you could put 4 of these on your table and shoot your 2-rod into a zone, a Pro Master zone or a random zone, whatever you want, and really work on your timing and your shots. I think for the 5-bar, which is, again, probably the most important rod on the foosball table, you have to have a good 5-bar. You have to get the ball to be able to score. It is a vital tool. I was just using one of the basic like training sections for this, and I was passing and having to adjust my timings, right? Like, because it moves at certain times, and I had to kind of hover, and you can see that. Hover, and brush down or brush up, and it forces me to change my timings. I think that's huge. I think that's very, very beneficial to anybody that's looking to get better at this sport. Same thing kind of goes on the 3-rod. When I'm shooting, I'm kind of setting up and going after it. You can't just roll it over there and rip something, because the computer doesn't change based upon your location. It's gonna block the holes it wants to block when it wants to block them, which actually makes it an even better defender than some people, because it's not gonna fall for fakes, which is crazy to me. I can throw that big hitch straight and nobody's gonna flinch or bob or anything, and it's gonna keep running its defense, making me have to read the holes even better and not rely on little gimmicks. That is massive, just massive. Guys, I'm gonna try and sum this up. I know this is kind of a different video than my normal review videos. I normally hit on very specific topics, and I have lightly grazed over all of them in this, but I have to say, I have to even do a bigger deep dive into this thing for you guys. I feel like it's something I have to do for you guys. So keep in tune. I'm gonna be putting out videos as much as I can on this. It's not an easy one to do videos on just because of how it's very techy. So you guys are gonna have to deal with me with a few tech videos, okay? The install video is coming out probably a week or 2 after this one, so be on the lookout for that. That video, I think, is super important because you have to know how to set this thing up. I think that's really awesome. I think it's a cool video. I really enjoy it. So with this, guys, I am probably one of my hardest endorsements of any product yet. On my channel. I think this thing is almost a must-have if you're looking to move up the ranks. I think it is going to change your game dramatically and make you a much better player than you could possibly have thought of before, just because it gives you someone to work against, even when there's no one around. In those 10 minutes that you have, 15 minutes that you have for practice, it gives you someone to play against. That is just unbelievably great. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big shout out to Foosfit, obviously Foosfit.com. Dennis Ori, thank you guys so much for sending this over. I've got a lot of work to do on a lot of videos for this. It's gonna be really fun, guys. I can't wait to take you on the journey of my life against a foosball robot. Until next time, happy foosing.